community. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here and then share one of the more complex issue in our community. To say that last week we celebrated the ban virginity test, ban hymenoplasty after 3 years in our AGM. And this is one of the successes. And I hope in future, this issue will be one of them that we all celebrated together. Today, I wanted to talk about polygamy relationship, and the number who is in the UK and how it exists and why it exists in this country. Through the, what should I say, that pilot project with Greenwich University that I invited them to be involved, we found out that it's a quite big number in the UK. It's like 20,000 women are in polygamous relationship in this country, first, second, third wife. And then they are in silence and nobody looks like bother. Nobody discusses this issue. So I assume that you know that what is the polygamy. So it's the polygamy is when one man has a few wives, and then there is in certain culture and customs, which is, as you can see, that in Africa, in the model of the Muslims one, which is in MENA region, Middle Eastern and North African and even South Asian, which is happening in London and in the UK, mostly among the Muslims community. When it's polygamy is so high. We know that by the law, so polygamy is illegal, and then it shouldn't be practiced. The question is that where these 20,000 women came from, that they are registered. And the question is that how the law have been neglected so much about such an issue. How they deal with this issue. There is many point for that. There is a loophole in the law that is saying that if the man is going out there back to the country and come back and say that, well, actually from previous marriage, I had a wife and children and I didn't divorce them. So somehow Home Office had to deal with this issue. And then mostly and professionally, they should say to the woman from the beginning that you should claim your own existence as an individual. You can't come as a second wife. But somehow it's been neglected, this law. And then they just accept it. And then they just came such a number. Another reason is that this polygamous relationship, marriage happening in the UK, while they are not registered, they are going for nikah marriage. Nikah marriage is a kind of marriage in Islamic religion, which you go to imam and then you're married and then you don't need it to be registered, or yet they don't bother about the registration. So when you are registered, you are not registered, and in mosque nobody bothered that if this man is married before or not, and the wife might be betrayed and then saying that, oh no, I don't have any wife. So therefore she's going for the second being second wife, and the first wife is not aware about such a situation. So the number just go up in such practices in their relationship, like any part that they are doing. And because of the shame and taboo of talking about polygamy, they will be quiet about that because it's not a normal relationship. Just wanted to mention it. Once with social worker, we went to one of the family. The girl was pregnant, and then social services trying to tell this woman, say that, well, actually, this man that you are saying that he is in one of the houses, and then his wife's name is this, and then he has 4 children. I don't know why you are claiming that he is your husband and father to your child, you know. So he didn't understand at all what's going on. I understand situation, and I translated for this person. And the girls were sweating, angry, couldn't express this himself even to me, that I speak the same language. But such a situation is happening, and then they feel shame. They feel that they will be, they are scared even. Sometimes husband scare them. You have no right to tell anybody that you are in polygamous relationship. For example, mostly happen in this country with migrant women. Why? Because they are so vulnerable, and then they are grabbing everything, including the man that offered them polygamous relationship, including the man that lying, and the woman has no time, has no feeling. She's in hurry to search it if really this man is in any other relationship or not. She trapped in the polygamy. And after the marriage of ceremony, and then after the pregnancy, after the child, when she wanted to ask for, could you please work with my status, because I'm still stateless from the home office. And the man say that, unfortunately, I can't do that because I have registered wife and I can't do that. And there, the poor women will be in horrible situation, and then sometimes they sack the woman with children out. Sometimes it will be very violence between them, and then we must search for refuge, for everything for those migrant women. And also regarding the custody of the children, those who are not registered, they will be in trouble. And regarding their heritage, they will be in trouble. They are in polygamous relationship, they are not registered, nobody bothers about them. Even when they are going to mosque, mosque doesn't bother about the divorce. They say that divorce, you must bring your husband. Husband is not coming with them. So they will be in such a horrible situation, and then begging for every support, but the support is so little, because they are not exist by any law, by any registration, by any name in somewhere. And by Sharia law, even when you are going to mosque, you both must be present for the divorce. If the man is not there and the man don't divorce you, so it will be another issue. And we have cases that for 3, 4, 5 years, she's still struggling with this issue. So children, so those women will be neglected, withdrawn, angry. It's so devastating situation for pilot project. We had it with Greenwich University. That's why we were interested to continue and having academic side as well, because it's really important to give it the view to the whole society to understand that there is certain group communities that they are experiencing such an issue, they are suffering, and that they needed help, they should be understood, they should be supported. So therefore, when we starting with this pilot project, actually we found it very useful that those women really needed emotional support. In our pilot project that we've done, it was 4 sessions. That was wonderful, that we started talking with those women who are in polygamous relationship and asking that what is most hurtful for them when they share it, really, that how much is important that they will be loved, and then this love, this caring is missing in their life, and then they feel it that maybe they are less human, maybe they are not enough beautiful, good wife. That's why they have been neglected for another wife, maybe, and then their self-esteem is going down and down, and then they feel it that they can't do anything about that. They don't have any power to change this situation. And then in counseling as well, they share it with us that many times they wanted to leave this relationship, but unfortunately, they family push them back again to going back to the family. You should be ashamed leaving your husband just because he has another wife. You should look after your children, don't bother him. You are in charge of your house, you look after your children. But how could be for the rest of the life you just look after yourself, your children, and the husband will be part-time with you, and then he's not there for you, and then whenever he's coming, because he's absent. Another issue that is really hurting is that he's absent, and when he's coming back, he wanted to check and control the wife if he's been with another man or not. So controlling is one of the issues as well, actually, in the relationship, which is hurts those women. So you might wonder that why, at the end of the day, why those women going for such a relationship? Of course, in those communities, which the structures of the custom and culture is so strong, and then still exists, is working on the community, and then there isn't so much opportunity for other learning from the wider society to bring into the community, and then they will learn a better relationship. So it just produce and reproduce those customs among themselves again and again as well. They know the children, the children have relationship with each other, and then they communicate somehow with each other. They hate each other. It's all, and then it's just getting worse with the communication, and the husband starting controlling both sides in this issue. And then sometimes they are so ashamed when they are coming to our workshop, they speak in third person. They don't say that they are in such a relationship, and we accept it. We leave them the way that they are expressing themselves. But because it's not so easy talking about that. And but when they are not aware, it's more harmful, it's more hurting, because the person have been lured first, betrayed in relationship, in love, in everything, and then suddenly they found out that there's other family, that's why he's absent, that's why he's going for 2 months, 3 months to holiday, that's why in the most important time when the child is ill, when the wife is ill, when they need it, he's not here, he say that I'm in business, I can't come back to the house. And then the neglect, the violence, the emotional abuse, the psychological abuse, all is coming to the package of the family, which both women and children both together will suffer from such. First, betrayed in relationship, in love, in everything, and then suddenly they found out that there's other family, that's why he's absent, that's why he's going for 2 months, 3 months to holiday, that's why in the most important time when the child is ill, when the wife is ill, when they need it, he's not here, he say that I'm in business, I can't come back to the house. And then the neglect, the violence, the emotional abuse, the psychological abuse, all is coming to the package of the family, which both women and children both together will suffer from such a situation. And then there is such a sentence that we take it from our workshop, our training that we are doing for those women, really. There is many courageous women who are coming and talking and say that, oh my God, I don't accept it. I sacked him as soon as I found out that he had a first wife, or he's going for the second wife. And then it's really good. It's like many women starting talking, starting helping other women. But some of them are so quiet, staying away, and then talking nothing. They need more support to start speaking. We must use it, another method, another work for them, that how we can encourage them to talk. It's really important to tell them the truth. In this country, what is the law saying? What is the services for them? It's really important to introduce those services to them. It's really important to tell them that whatever you say that is confidential to me, I'm not judging you. So it's really, really important because they are scared. Many times they are not talking about this issue because they are worried that people judge them like a weak woman, like, how could you do that? How could you accept it? Or, and then they will stop talking. They will be in silence for years and years and not talking about such an issue, which is wrong. It's just hurt them. It's just make them ill more and more for the rest of their life. Really important to giving them love, emotional support, direct them to the counseling if they are feeling ready. Counseling is really good, but it's not working for all of those women. It takes time for those women to really starting taking out in front of other people and saying and admitting that what was wrong, what was right, how she can do that. So it's the last service that we must giving to them. But making them friends with other women in such a situation and learning from each other is one of the useful tools that we are using in our session. They are talking, sometimes they are talking and helping each other, and then empower each other that, look, this, she could do that, I can't do that, but I'm going home claiming my rights. And then if he's not accepting, I'm divorcing because there is support there for me. And then I'm leaving the house, or I sack him from the house if he is acting like that, such an issue with abuse, with any other issue. Relationship, when the mother can't tell anybody what it look like, and the children have been neglected. The school might report it about these children. The mother might express it in NHS about their depression, about how much they are angry about such an issue. So social services must be ready for that, for safeguarding of those children, because those children will be emotionally, psychologically abused and neglected by financially on the absent of the. In the UK, in Islam say that you must treat all women equally, you must feed them, you must equally look after them, whatever it is. In the UK, those men who are going for polygamy relationship are almost 90% of those women are on benefit. So the government are supporting them while they are not so aware about the situation, not the man. In many cases, we found it, the man has the credit card of all those women, and then he's sharing the money to them, how to be divided. And the rest of the money, he take it for himself, for another business, if he's going for that. So therefore, neglect is one of the issues that is happening in polygamous relationship. Neglect for mother, neglect for children, and then financial neglect, emotional neglect, psychological neglect for those whole family. So therefore, social services must be aware about such a relationship in the family, and then they must be aware about that, how much woman has power of her own economy, own finance, and then how much they are looking after the children in such a situation. It's really hard to starting with them say, are you in polygamous relationship? That is something that they will deny it, because as I said, it's a so shame, it's a so taboo. She's not sure about you, how you are going to judge her or not. But it's always good. We are going in our workshop, we call it family training, and then we're going from talking about our feeling, about our family, about our children, about our background. And gradually we are going to the family relationship. And we are talking about all forms of relationship around the world. And then gradually we are focusing on the family relationship in them. And then from there, we're starting that how it looks like the family for them, and what is their dream of the family, best family for themselves. So therefore, it's quite sensitive when you are starting talking with them, but once she trusts you, she will open themselves and she will tell you. And she will tell you the tradition, just listen, the tradition, don't judge it. But gradually, when you talk about the services here, when you talk about other relationship, when you talk about that, yeah, you can be empowered, your self-esteem when it's going up, you believe in yourself, you know that how much you are worth, and then you can manage it everything. And then gradually she will then listen to you and learn from you, whatever you teach her. So therefore, it's really important, this relationship between you and this person. Already, I think, talk about that. Because for some of them are related to the religion, so they can't challenge it, you know. But while you don't need it to challenge it with this person, I'm challenging with the politician, with imam, with everybody, that I'm okay. But when I'm coming to the person, I can't challenge the religion with her because it's her belief. But I can challenge her a better choice, that she still, by even her own religion, she has right. Do not choose polygamy. Choose a better life, a better alternative. If you wanted the whole life, love from your husband, you must choose another relationship. But if you don't care about the whole life, and then you don't bother about you being neglected something, this is your choice again. So all is depending that empowering women, making their self-esteem go up, making that they believe in themselves, making that there is support out there for them when they are in such a hard time. And then we are going to 100 women will be supported by our support, whether they choose to be independent, divorced, separate, or living in polygamous relationship by their own condition, that everything will be equal or everything, and they are aware about what they are doing, and then they have been empowered, and then they have been supported fully, and then there is no sign of the neglect, which it will be very, very small percentage of that. But what is most important, that empowerment make them to believe that they can make a better choice. So therefore, training is available all the time. We are doing in different communities. We are going around in the communities for their women, for their expertise, for their carers, caseworkers, volunteers, staff. We are talking about the polygamy, and we are talking about the way that they can deal with this issue and supporting them. And then we are doing advocacy on behalf of them for supporting with divorce cases, with non-molestation order. We are helping migrant women to get support of this issue because they are most vulnerable people. And then counseling we are offering for women, and also befriending we are offering for them when they are not ready to talk enough for them. Advice is really, really important, because when they are ready, they need support, and they need it for housing, support everywhere, school, NHS, everything must be separated now. So therefore, advisor must be there for them. And the 3 advisors in different language, Kurdish, Arabic, Farsi, and then English, they will just support them with all the need that they wanted. We wanted to guarantee them after 1 year, we don't leave them. We wanted to guarantee them that they really manage it on their own. And this is continuing sustainability of continue in a new life is really important. We help them with cases of cases that when they go for the second marriage, and we say that you must be careful, you can call to this number and check if this man is not violent, if not in relationship with other women at the moment, and then we still giving the support to them. We don't leave them until they will leave us, and then they will be sure that everything is okay. So we wanted to